Hi, good evening YouTube. This is Samana2183 here again. Today I'm going to talk a bit about this tank, but not what you guys thought about. That's right, today I'm going to talk more about biotopes. Just a bit to share a bit about biotopes and what they are and how I get this set up, and a bit story about this setup and the fish, as well as some additions I may make to the equipment for this tank. Stay tuned. Now, before I begin, I'd like to show you guys some additions or some changes I made to this tank, equipment wise. If you can see the corner over there, up there, I've changed my wave maker because the old one has been giving me some sort of trouble. So I mean, like, it just broke down after a few years of use, so I get a new one. And that power head filter with the bottle is over there. Is if you remember Waru Joey or Joey Mullen from King of DIY, that is my power head for water polisher. As you can see, I just use a simple power head as a water bottle. I cut the bottle, bottom of the bottle in half, and added some polyfill inside to help me polish the water out of the mechanical debris. So I'll just have to wait for the polyfill to turn brown and everything. I'll just have to replace that. More on biotope wise, a biotope basically is like a representation or a simulation of the natural environment or natural settings that you would find for those fishes that we keep in the wild. Now, when I did this tank, it was supposed to be upper to middle Rio Orinoco kind of setup, but as you can see, with the addition of the Purigen and everything, the yellowish water is gone. And if you can see all the fishes that I have, I'll just give you guys a run through of the fishes that I have inside here. I have a black ghost, 2 bristlenose, a Gibiceps placo, Sailfin placo actually, or Pteroplite, I don't know how it's a Gibiceps or Gibiceps or Sailfin placo. Some baby Secla orinocensis, or the Orinoco peacock bass, some babies in here. My Emperor blue hooks, Mylius schomburgkii, white bar, as well as some Mylius rubripinis or red hook silver dollars, as well as if you can see over there, that's my Leporinus, Aphanis or fasciatus. And you can see there's 2 more Leporinus inside here. One, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is Leporinus arcus, or the lipstick Leporinus, and one is Leporinus striatus. And as well as I think I have 2 Agamixis albomaculatus, or spotted talking cats inside here as well. Now, all of these fishes that I have researched is put in here belong to the Rio Orinoco. So while this started out as a Orinoco biotope fish, it still is, but I get the feeling that this is turning into somewhat an Orinoco just theme tank. with the exception of those guys. Now, you might ask, now why do you say that, this is, with the exception of those guys? I'm like, this, for the real Orinoco wise, just a brief information. These are supposed to be Satanopaca leucostica, but by mistake, I think, but after doing some research, I found out that these are not leucostica, but if I'm wrong, you guys can correct me on that. These are Satanopaca europari, which actually doesn't belong in the Orinoco, but since they are in, then I kind of like the look of them. So I'll just probably keep them. Also not in this tank yet. 2 wild Oscars. I'm growing up in another tank. I've shown you guys that tank before. So once they have reached a rather decent size, maybe 3 to 4 inches, they'll probably go inside here. Another thing, now you guys will probably thinking, this is getting very crowded. How do you maintain the health of the fish and everything and prevent getting white spot? And so, well, one, I feed less. I do small but frequent meals. Nothing too much, not to overfeed these guys. And secondly, I do my regular water changes, around 25, maybe, depending on how often and how heavy I feed at that time. I'll probably do a 50% water change, either weekly or twice weekly, to help to prevent the water from getting too stirred up, and also to maintain the nitrates and ammonia levels, so as to not to be out of control. Another thing that I need to speak about is like, just in case you guys are wondering, when these guys grow big, especially the peacock bass, the red hook several dollars, the laps, and especially also, those red hooks, the white bars and everything grow big. Where are you going to put them? Where are you going to put them? Don't worry, guys. I already have a backup plan for that, because the truth is I have a 1,100 gallon pond. Well, it's set up on my koi, or a mixture of fish. We live in Indonesia here, so the climate here is tropical all year round. So once they get big enough, or too big for this tank, they'll probably go into my pond. So they'll have even more swimming space and more space to grow. All right, guys. Yeah, that is my plans. For these guys. When they grow big enough. So yes. Well, let's move on to talk about biotopes, and if you guys want to set up biotope and everything, where to get the information and all that. All right, guys. Regarding the biotope wise, there's a few sites on the internet that you can try to use, but Facebook wise, you should check out Biotope Aquaristics. It's a group designed and centered around the creation of biotopes. So there's a ton of information there. Another site that you can try to find some info about some basic stuff is probably either you can research those fish that you plan to put in everything by either seriously fish, or if you are going to looking for cichlids wise, you can try, you know, the cichlid forum. I believe some of you guys are already using those as a research place. But I'm telling you guys that, you know, on Biotope aquaristics, there are a few great guys. I mean, like that can help you. I mean, like there are a lot of examples of biotopes that's already been done by people, and they look very good, very naturalistic, even better than the one that you see before you. You know, this is nothing. You should see those guys. I mean, they really recreate very, very spectacular kind of biotope that, you know, even I don't think I can do that best, even with the help of some of the guys in Biotopes aquaristics. One person that you should try to approach or try to ask about in that group is the admin, the owner of the admin, John Lockhart. He has some great bios. You can, you know, I will leave his maybe Facebook profile and his channel in the description links before, so you can take a look at his channel. Another guy that that you probably know of or heard of is Mr. Ivan Vikolji. He's a photographer, but also a naturalist. He studies all the natural wildlife in Venezuela, his country. So you can see a lot of footage. I mean, like underwater footage in Venezuela, the Amazon, and things. So anyone who wants to try to make any kind of underwater scene or thing biotope wise, you can try to take a look at that as well. Another guy that I must mention in that group is Mr. Manuel Costa. That guy, and probably if you follow some in the biotope world, you can take a look at maybe also there's this one guy called, you can ask around. There are a lot of people like Mr. Manuel Costa. His Central American sites with biotopes are great. Another guy you should try to ask around with is Mr. Jan Aho. I believe that's his Finnish or Norwegian, I'm not sure. So I'm like, another guy if you probably know is Leif Pisto Johansson. If you guys are interested in making like tanks for pistols and everything. So I mean, like, there are a lot of informational stuff inside that website, that Facebook page. There's a lot of friendly people that you can ask for advice as well to make biotopes if you guys want to. Alright guys, I suppose that's it. I suppose I'll catch you guys in the next video that I'm probably going to make. Then I'll talk probably if you guys want to. I already promised, like some people, I'll do brief species review over my $7 at the back there. So I probably also do some brief species guide, maybe a guide or something for my other fish as well. Alright guys, this is Samana 2183 signing out. Bye bye.